Welcome to Sports Jazz. Josh and Isaac. We are back for the live reaction game that just ended. FC Porto drawing with Manchester United in Portugal. Bro, I'm telling you, even as we speak, fans are wilding, but it was going to be worse if Manchester United had lost this game. Once again, guys, thank you so much, Josh, Isaac. We are back. And do not forget to subscribe, hit the like button, share our videos, like our videos, turn on the notification for you to know when we are live. There you go. You have it on the screen. Josh, we started so well. You
You
saw
have
me
a lot.
jubilating during the watch along.
You have a lot of energy. I don't know why you're shouting.
Honestly, I thought we were going to lose. That's why I was
So you're
telling you,
happy.
I'm taking everything out of the clip. I'm emptying. The clip is going to be empty if we lose, but I'm not. It's not something to be happy about, but it's not something to be happy about. But yeah, that's football. Joshua, tell me what you think about the game. What did you expect? Your mood right now. What you think about Ten
Um,
Hag? Let's
first
start with
things
the
first.
yeah,
First things first. Manchester United went to Portugal at the Estadio da Dragao of the home of Porto, and managed to draw the game. They at least got a point uh, from uh, from the game. It's difficult traveling to a team like Porto because Porto is a powerhouse. It might have fallen off a little bit. That's why it is in the situation that it is in, playing in the Europa and not the Champions League. But you should know that Porto is a decent team. So for me, a draw is not a bad result. A draw in Europe away is somewhat a good result. But given the new format of the Europa League, you should be winning all your games. A draw no longer counts because you will not have another chance to play a return leg and maybe get the 3 points at your home. So for whomever you're drawn, and even if you're away, you should be playing to get the 3 points. Erik Ten Hag sets out teams to actually win games rather than not to get beat. But sometimes you see the way that we are so vulnerable in games. You would like to think that he would be switching it up and making sure that he 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 plays in a manner that Manchester United can shut up shop. But more often than not, we give teams a lifeline during games. Um, he went for Casemiro and Eriksen in midfield, which
yeah.
was a bit suspect for me because the two midfielders, despite the quality that they have, they do not have the legs to maybe help the fullbacks when a wing forward is running at them. And even when Marcus Rashford or Madialo track back, they 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 their starting position, because they're just chasing the wing forward, is not the best to defend such a situation. I would like to think that a midfielder, either on the right or the left, would be in the best position to tag team the running wing forward along with the fullback. That way, it would give us some bit of shape that our central defenders would not move out of position, so we can have an edge, and they would be able to defend the crosses that come in. But when the central midfielders are dragged out of position, they always come back a bit late, and then it becomes very difficult for them to defend crosses. We started brightly. The first 20 minutes of the game were interesting because Man United was on the front foot. Marcus Rashford did ever so well to sell a
A goal and
dummy.
an assist. Yeah.
Yes, drop a shoulder. Then he got his goal. And Rasmus Hoyland, who was starting a game for the first time this season, later on got United 2 up when Marcus Rashford played him in. So the game was really in our hands at that point. But the vulnerability we have in midfield, playing Eriksen and Casemiro, much as they were brought in there to give United control in that we don't rush play. They're not very good on without the ball. So I mean, we were exposed in that manner,
Off
and
the
we
ball.
should.
By the way, Ericsson is very good when we have the ball, but if we do not have the ball, Ericsson is bad. I mean, he's not the other
Yeah,
Ericsson.
yeah.
He's not going to
So
give you what you want.
yeah, so we shall
He's going to
continue
leave
to
you
be
exposed.
exposed in that manner. And yes, we were exposed, we were pressed, and I don't know. We cannot defend crosses. We cannot stop the man because of that midfielder who does not help out the fullback. We cannot stop the man from crossing the ball because if the midfielder is there and Dalo is preoccupied with the wing forward and the wing forward cuts this ball back, then the midfielder is there to stop that cross from coming in. Because when you deliver a beautiful cross into the box and you have a player like Samu Omodorion, I mean, he can get on the end of
Um,
things. So for their first goal, Mazraoui was pressed, and the pressure caused them to head the ball back in his own net.
mm.
You can say
Who,
that
who, Zarawi? Ah, okay.
yeah, Mazraoui headed it back in his own net.
Mm.
Then you can say that maybe it was a good header. Sorry, it was a good save from Onana. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was a good reactionary save from Onana. But I know Onana
that
has
was
better
poor.
fingers. Onana does not
And
get
and you
on
saw the
the
first
ball.
goal. Yeah, you saw
Yeah,
the
I mean
first
for the
goal.
first goal, it
And
was a
and I can't
reactionary
really
save.
fault him, by the
But
way.
yeah, but for me, I'm not faulting him, but because I know he's the type of keeper who will parry the ball away. I mean, even if he was reacting to it, he can get two hands on that ball. He can get
Josh,
two hands on that ball. Then
I hear you,
quickly,
Josh.
yeah, quickly on
Yeah,
Samu Omodorion got the second goal, and the game became very difficult for United
and
because
they played us. They
I
were
don't know.
running through our midfield. They were
No, I don't
keeping
know.
us at bay.
I don't know what is
It was
wrong with
awful.
this United side. I mean, it can be something to do with the tactical approach of the manager,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
the tactical approach of the manager, even before it is put in question,
Or rather,
there
I'm
is
asking
something
myself.
lacking. There's something lacking within the players themselves. There's a lack of concentration, there's a lack of confidence, there's a lack of uncertainty on what they're supposed to be doing on the pitch. There's a lack of freedom of themselves playing as footballers who are playing for themselves. So for me, that it is not only the tactical approach of the manager, because yes, you can say the setup of the manager often gets us exposed, but where is the willingness from the players? Where is the desire? I told you earlier in the game when we were 2-0 up that the biggest problem that I see with United right now, there's a lack of urgency and intensity in this game, because we were, much as we had gotten the two goals, we didn't play like a team that was ruthless. Yeah, we didn't play like a team that was ruthless and it was going to just beat up on Porto. We didn't care if we had scored a goal, we were just going to keep coming. And Porto quickly got a third goal. And now there's also the problem of the quick succession, the goals in quick succession. I mean, they score a second, they score a third.
I
And
know,
again,
and it's
it's
happening oftenly. It's happening oftenly.
yeah,
Josh,
yeah, yeah, it does.
thank you so much. That's a very beautiful
And
insight.
Harry Maguire
In
saves the
fact, if
day
there is
with
anyone
header.
who has not watched or who missed the game in those 9 minutes, in other words, in those minutes, you've given them a full detailed, of whatever happened during the game. But yeah, just real quick, as we were talking during the watch along or discussing, um, United were leading against Galatasaray. I know I said it earlier. I mentioned it earlier. United were leading against Galatasaray, ended up losing. They were leading 2-1. They ended up losing 2-3. Uh, uh, Up 2-0, rather up 2-0 against Copenhagen, and it all, burnt down. United lost 3-2, 3-4. Sorry, you see, Josh. Then ahead of the game again against Galatasaray, where it was 3-1. United finished 3-3. You get it, Josh, being knocked out. And of course, last week where we had FC 20 at Old Trafford, United leading, and we see the equalizer, a player coming running through, and there you go. That was an equalizer, Josh. Game ended 1-1 in the Europa. Today, still in the Europa, second game, Manchester United's second game in the Europa competition. They go up 2-0. Marcus Rashford with a beautiful first goal. There he goes with the second, assist, or rather second goal, but comes through with an assist. Rasmus Holland is on the score sheet. The two players really needed that. The morale boost, the fact that they've been getting some backlash. Holland has been off for a very long time, and him coming and scoring a goal, that was a good one. In fact, he also missed another goal. And we see as things go on, second half is on, Marcus Rashford is off. For a minute, I thought Rashford maybe was injured, but after the game, Ten Hag, in an interview, he confirmed. He said no, he wasn't injured or anything. That was rotation. Garnacho is so dangerous in that position, especially in these games. I love Garnacho coming on. I would love Garnacho to start with Hamad, but in
And
this
that's
very
the
game,
no, that's the
just
side that
listen,
you
listen.
want
Let me finish up.
Garnacho to
In
play.
this, I know. In fact, I even said it. I said this is the side, the side. The two kids coming in from both wings, but I don't. And that's why I asked you: is Rashford injured? Because it was so sudden. It caught everyone off guard. It was beyond a surprise that your player who has scored a goal, created an assist, who was running rings about their right back was having problems with Rashford. You take him off after the halftime. He's off. And as we go, you see, uh, by the time he was subbed off, he was the man of the match for me,
I think I
Rashford.
think it would on our for the United side.
Defensively, it was shambles. Yeah,
For the United side, he was the best player throughout the whole game,
he was the
even if
best player.
he played only
And
45
and
minutes.
to be two up and it goes to 3-2, you struggle, you play, then along the way, your skipper, Bruno Fernandes, the captain, gets a red card, which I think, anyway, it was a second yellow, but I've
Yeah,
watched the
but he
replay.
was a bit
It
harsh.
didn't even
It was
touch
harsh.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was no
it didn't
contact
even touch him.
whatsoever.
There was no
There
contact
was
at
no
all.
contact
The yellow
whatsoever.
card should have gone for the player because that was
There was
diving.
yes, and the thing though is, if you're saying that it's a reckless play, you're looking at a player who is going for the ball to get a goal. He's trying to reach the ball to get a goal. He's
Exactly.
in the other box. His eyes are on the ball. Where's the discretion of the referee? It's a bit
Exactly. Thank you. And what's
it's a bit
VAR doing?
I know what's VAR doing, because he has not touched him at all, and it's a red card. So why don't you intervene at that point?
Josh, another thing, I want to know what's going on with Alessandro Martinez. Ever since the Copa America, he's not the player. I don't know what's happening with him. I
I
remember
don't
you
think
said it
ever
could have
since the
been
Copa
the
America,
injury,
it
but
was
remember,
even last season. It
yeah,
was
but
last season.
he was the best player for Argentina in the Copa America that
No,
ended
he
two
was
months
not.
ago.
No, he
He
was not.
was.
You see the
Sorry,
structure that
best defender. Sorry, best defender.
yeah,
in the
Yeah,
Copa
but you
America.
have
Because Josh, 3 months, as I was saying, 3 months ago, completely different player, best defender in the Copa America, playing and winning. He comes back to Manchester United, and we do not understand. I mean, what's happening? That's why I'm saying: is it the coaching? Is it the managing? What's happening at Manchester United? Something is not
okay.
right,
Let
Josh.
me ask. Let me ask.
Yeah, please.
If you see the problems that Alessandro Martinez has had in games, are they problems that emanate from a tactical point of view, or their
Um,
problems that the individual that
Both.
Martinez is having as a person? Because there's so many things that are happening, and you can see that Martinez as a person is the one with the problems. Because I mean, the aggression his aggression is off this whole season, as in we know that it's a trait of his. He's a bit aggressive, but he often times his tackles very well. But this time he never
He never.
yeah, he never calculates his aggression, and then it becomes a bad thing. Yet aggression would be a good thing if it was used properly. On the tactical point of view, the only thing you can say is, why are we playing a high line when both Delict and Lisandro Martinez do not have a recovery pace?
Very
Only
good point.
Mazraoui and Dalo can run. So the
Very, very
recovery
good
pace
point.
is not there on them, and we play so high up the pitch, and it is a problem. I see the reason now why you have a player like Lenny Yoro. Yet at United, there is talk that Lenny Yoro should be integrated very, very carefully into the side. We should not
Yeah,
rush
because
him
of
one
the
bit, because we do
yeah.
not want to have a situation where
Josh,
he has another injury. So he might be a
yeah,
player who comes back in November but plays his first game in December.
Josh, yeah. Before we go off, I mean, I would once again, guys, post just subscribe, turn on the notifications, like and share the videos. Josh, I think it's safe to say time is running out for Ten Hag. I mean, I cannot me I right now I cannot defend whatever is doing despite all the points. I mean, 3 goals conceded in the last 4 European away games. Then we are not getting. He's not getting the best of his players. Three. I mean, you concede 3 goals in 10 games in 10 minutes. I do not understand it. And the stats are getting worse. United, again, like last time, they've added one more. It was 9. It's now just 1 out of their last 10 games in the European competition. I mean, 4 defeats,
Yeah,
4 draws.
there's another stat which is a bit even weird, that I think United has lost 12 games when they've scored 3 goals.
I don't get it.
So it means that we United has to score 4 to win a
And it
football
still
game.
doesn't. And it still doesn't make sense. I'm still trying to understand that Rashford substitution. I mean,
You will not.
I think
You will not.
he has lost the plot. Ten Hag has lost the plot.
But
Why
he
would you
never,
take off your best attacker, Josh?
according
Second
to you,
half.
according to
No,
you,
Josh.
he
Okay,
never had the
I
plot.
agree, but not at the
Actually,
second
actually,
half. At the
actually,
beginning of the second half.
you thought that Rashford was not the player that would start this game. You
Yeah, that
actually
is
never
true.
want Rashford to be
Yeah,
anywhere near the team.
that
But
is
then
true.
the manager
And
goes
he has
ahead.
proved me wrong. I'm happy to
Yes,
be proved wrong.
the,
He has proved me wrong.
yes. Now
And
the
you're
manager
having your
goes ahead.
best player doing so well. Ten Hag subs him off. Your best
Yes,
player with a goal,
but
running
yeah,
rings. I mean,
you see, Isaac, you can know that as a fan, that this is my best player. I want him on the pitch. But then you don't know if both players were very good on the training pitch, and they were promised to play one after the other. Maybe they had a case for any one of them to start the game. So Rashford was chosen to start and Garnacho to play the second half. But I do understand as a manager, then you reach in, you look at that situation and you realize, even if that was the arrangement that you intended to have, even if you agreed with those players, then in the match situation, you would know that things have a bit changed. Maybe Amad Diallo should have come off because Amad
And
Diallo
remember,
was starting.
we have Aston Villa coming through very soon.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean,
We
it's
shall
just
be, we
sad.
shall be okay. We shall be okay. We shall be okay. It's funny how Ten Hag has talked to the press and told them that we are in a process, so you don't judge us now. I mean, judge us at the end of the season. So he's praying that United is going to let him finish the
Mm,
whole season.
correct. Anyway, Josh. I mean, Manchester United fans keep praying. That's all I can say. Things don't look so good. I mean, it was a
Yeah, but
3-3.
for me,
I
it
like the
was
first 20
it was
minutes.
no, it was a
I
good
like the
result.
first. They
It was
had
a
me
good
off my
result, but
couch.
I don't like the performance. For and the performance is the reason Erik Ten Hag would lose his job, because there is no intensity, there is no urgency. It's a very lackluster side. The performances are not good enough. And for me, for performances to be good, I'm not asking for your team to have 80% of the ball. I just want your team to want to play football. Let them
Well,
chess everything. Let them fight for duels. Fight in their duels and win them. Try to not let people get past them. Those are the things that I want to see. I don't want to see 80% ball possession and stuff like that. Or, I mean, we had a plethora of chances that we didn't take. No, at least first give me the urgency, the intensity. Then I know that actually the other things will come automatically after this. But then when you don't have those, I don't see how you can be keeping your job. Though I am not one who believes that Eric Ten
yeah,
will
guys.
sack. I don't believe that Eric Ten Hag will be
That
sacked,
was just for
even
you.
if
That was just for you. Oh, by the
even
way,
if
just real quick before we go off, Ten Hag in or out? Are you still in or he should be out?
no, Eric Ten Hag should stay. But for me, you continue to play like that, then you're going to leave the club. I mean, sorry, you're going to lose your job, because it is not just the results. Football is a result oriented sport. The results must matter. Even when you have the best of performances, the results must matter. You must come to a point that you even abandon your methodology for the purpose of steadying the ship. Maybe you can win
Yeah,
a couple of games, then you
that
steady
is
the
what
ship.
Arteta did. You remember when he
Then
was asked why he
that's
switched against
but that's
City?
exactly
That's what he
but
said.
that's But that's exactly what
Close to
Eric
that.
Ten Hag did in his first season. Because Eric Ten Hag in his first season, much as he was integrating his style into the players, it was majorly about keeping the ball and passing it really fast. But the things about his whole outlook, he just needed this team to get some rhythm winning games. So he stuck to that, and the team was winning some games. But then again, when you see the way that he plays, and you couple it with the results themselves, it becomes very hard to make a case for him. At any point, you see that
Ten
he
Hag.
will he will
I'm
lose his
telling you, I'm
job.
still fuming,
I
trying to
just don't.
understand why he took off Rashford. Oh my God.
I don't know why
You,
you
you
hanging
don't
on
take
to
off your
why are
best
you
player.
hanging on to Rashford?
J- Josh, he bought. Do you remember when I said
What happened?
the
What happened?
substitutions, his
Okay, what
decision
happened?
making, Ten Hag's decision making?
But he brought on Maguire and Maguire scored. So why are you
Uh,
not talking
no,
about Maguire?
that was later. That was later
As
Maguire
in,
and Evans for
so when
listen, Josh. That was later
Maguire scores,
for
when
Maguire
Maguire scores,
and
he has
Maguire
restricted
Evans on for the Ligt and the Ligt and who
Martinez.
and the Bush Alessandro. That
Yeah,
was later, but I mean, right after the second half, before even it's I mean, right after the first half, we are going into the second half before it starts. Boom. That's why I asked you, is Maguire injured? And you said maybe he picked up a knock on something. And at the end of the game, we see Erik Ten Hag coming out and say, no, Maguire was not injured.
sorry,
It was
Rashford.
tactical. Sorry.
Rashford.
Rashford was not injured. It was, he said, is it rotation and all that? Garnacho is so dangerous in such areas, especially in others, he's built for such games. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. How is that possible? I mean, you're costing
Yeah,
us games, man. I can't make up
but
excuses for him. I'm being honest. I can't
Garnacho,
make up excuses for Ten
for
Hag.
me, I don't, I did not like what he said. I did not like the fact that Rashford came off for anything other than a knock or injury. I don't care if you're playing Aston Villa and you are keeping him for that game. I thought that the player like Rashford would have stayed on the pitch and Garnacho would have come on for Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo gave us nothing going forward. I mean, it was easy for you to take off Amad Diallo than Garnacho,
Taking
but
off Rashford
maybe no, but maybe
or Garnacho.
you can see Isaac. This is the first time that he's brought on Garnacho for Rashford, for Garnacho to play in that on that left hand side. So maybe he's still figuring out how Garnacho can be most effective, because Garnacho has played on the right, and even you as a fan, you want to see Garnacho being played on the left. And Garnacho did play okay. I mean, he kept pushing, he kept asking questions, and on another day, maybe Garnacho would have gotten on the score sheet, and then it would have been a very good substitution. The thing though is Marcus Rashford is a confidence player, and for a confidence player to have assisted and scored a goal, then taken off at halftime, you don't know how that will affect his
Yep.
confidence going forward. Because the previous time he scored 2 goals against Barnsley after scoring against Southampton, and then he sat out the game. So I mean, these are things that might actually hamper the confidence of a player like Marcus Rashford. But I want to trust the process. But Erik Ten Hag must do much more. He must do much more.
He must, and he must stop overthinking. Josh, I think, I mean, that's it for today. Thank you for being on. I also thank myself for being on, especially in such a low mood.
No,
In such
but
a low mood.
a point
Nick,
is good in Europe. A point is good in
Nick,
Europe.
Nick, 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 what's up? Nick,
Yo,
what's up?
yo,
Nick,
yo,
what's
yo,
up?
yo, yo.
Nick, it's been a while. What's
What's
up?
up, Nick?
Josh, Ziad is baffling and he says Ten Hag out. No way you're celebrating a draw.
No, I'm not celebrating a draw. I'm actually
I,
I can
uh-huh.
agree with Ziad on so many things. I know
You
he's
agree with
just
him today?
yeah, he has just come on, but I can agree with him on so many things, because I did not expect this to turn out like this. For me, it is not just how we got the point, but the results must start to come. The results must be better. The results
The
must be
results
better.
must.
And a point away against Porto is okay. I don't have a problem with a point away against Porto. I mean, on any other day, if this draw had come at as a 1-1, it would have been okay, because basically, yes.
Yeah, Nick says
Oh,
basically my prediction was right on both United and the Chelsea game.
me,
By
I
the way,
think
Chelsea is doing so great.
me, I think
Josh,
I
your
had that.
competitors are doing so great,
No, no,
more
you
than
don't bore
great.
me. Don't bore me with Chelsea. But my prediction again with of
All
United
I'm
was
saying,
also
Maresca is turning out
almost
to be
right.
something good.
No,
And
you
yo,
about
Josh,
Chelsea tomorrow.
Ziyad says, I think a draw gets him sacked on the weekend against Villa.
Ziad, now that's where I don't understand. If you want to sack a manager, it shouldn't be because he has won a game against Aston Villa or he has lost a game. You should have made up your mind already that this manager is not the right manager for you at the club. Because if you keep giving him games and he keeps winning them, then you're going to stay with a guy that you do not want at the club, but is winning games. For me, I would prefer for Erik Ten Hag to be sacked tonight because he's incompetent. I wouldn't want Erik Ten Hag to be sacked because he has
At
lost
least,
uh, because
at
he has
least he
lost
says
against
incompetent.
Aston Villa. That doesn't make
Ah,
sense
okay,
for
okay, I
me
get what you're
because
saying.
then it makes, yeah, it's like a knee jerk reaction to the loss.
Ziyad, he's not agreeing with you. He's not. He's saying if Ten Hag is incompetent, they should sack him right. I mean, they should sack him right now, right away. No, he's not. He's not seeing the light. I understand. He's saying if Ineos think Ten Hag is incompetent, why are they keeping him now? They should let him go instead of waiting until until the game against Villa. I see. He says. He said, "Yeah, I don't get why Ineos are wasting time on this fraud." Just the comment
Yeah,
above
now
says about Duran.
that's the thing I'm saying. That's the thing I'm saying. I wouldn't care about if you want to sack a manager, sack a manager.
Ziad, yeah, the last comment. He says, Duran Watkins are bailed, no, and bailed. I think he meant Leon Bailey. And Bailey are running rings around us this weekend. Yo, that is going to be crazy. I'm telling you. Do not forget, what's the other guy? Morgan Rogers. Man, I love
Yeah.
Morgan Rogers. He's dope. He's really, really good. Has he seen the light? Nope, not yet. Is he still deluded? Uh-huh. You can say that he's still onto. He's not giving in yet.
See, why
Did he
don't you
celebrate?
trust the
No,
process?
he didn't. Yeah, he celebrated the equalizer. I also celebrated. He celebrated the equalizer.
Yeah. Of
But
course, I
every
had to
Manchester
celebrate.
United fan celebrated the equalizer. Although it seems he had wanted United to lose,
Why? Why?
and
You see, Ineos, we are trusting that Ineos is better than most. We are trusting that
he's right to
Ineos is
say
better
he
than
doesn't
the
think
people.
Ineos
Is
has a replacement lined up.
We are trusting that Ineos is better than what we had before. We are trusting that
Mm.
this is a structure that is a football structure. These are football people. These are people who have done a lot of work around football. So, I mean, if you've noticed that the manager is not the right person for the project that you're building, I mean, that is an excuse for you to say that you don't have someone lined up. Because at this point, you would know that even if you went and got Sam Allardyce, this is what Sam Allardyce can give us. So you would know that maybe we are getting him temporarily, but that's the manager that we're going to get, because the one that we have is so poor. Sam Allardyce can come and give us the rest of the season. I'm just saying
Okay.
it could be anyone: Neil Warnock, Southgate, Graham Potter, useless people like that. Maybe they can come and they help steady
Yes.
the ship until you get the manager that you want. Yeah, but for
Yeah,
me, I
just
do,
yeah. As I asked
where
earlier,
I agree with you.
What happened to Martinez? Mm.
Yeah, I
Josh.
can't wrap my finger around what happened to Martinez, because much as you can say that the tactical layout of Eric Ten Hag is exposes the defense. It exposes almost everyone on the pitch, because they're very huge spaces on the pitch. So it just about exposes everyone. But the thing is, even individually, Martinez doesn't look the part.
Yeah,
He didn't look the part
he
at all.
looks off ever since this
For
season
me,
started. Something is not right.
the performance that Eric Ten Hag has displayed today, I told Isaac even when we were 2-0 up that we are going to have a major problem in this game, because the game lacked intensity, it lacked urgency, and Rashford was the one making things happen on his own, almost on his own. I mean, it is not what I expected to see. I expected to see a fight in the team.
Yeah, well, Ziad goes on to say celebrating after we're two up, bottled it, then we're celebrating a draw against a poor Porto team. He goes on
Yeah,
to say,
but we are just as poor as they are. If you can say that
Josh,
they are a poor Porto team, then Man United is also a poor
I think
United
Josh,
side.
I think Josh doesn't have the answers to this. Why he took off Rashford?
He said he
He said
said
it wasn't.
he has just
He
said
said
in
it
his
was
presser
rotation.
that
I don't
yeah, that it
understand
was
that. Nick
rotation.
says
Yeah, that's what he
take
says.
Negls, ticks.
Yeah,
Well,
I can take Negosman any day.
Nagelsmann. Then he also offers your man, although you don't like him, is waiting in the wings.
No,
No, that is Ziyad.
yeah,
You like Nagelsmann over Tuchel?
I like Tucho's tactical nous, but the problem with him is he's not going to abide with the rules of the structure
Yeah.
at United. And for me, I would I stopped the chaos. I would rather
Then Nick
stop the
says Tuchel
chaos
is
with
not
Ten
good
Hag.
as.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree
sorry
with
about
you.
that.
But
Sorry about that, guys.
tactically is good, but no, I would take Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann is not the best, but his methods are right. But you forget a thing that Manchester United is such a difficult place to be, that even when you choose the best manager that you think would be able to do it, then he comes to United and in one way or another is drained. For me, I think Erik Ten Hag got brain drained at United with all the things that happened at United for the
Mm.
period that he was there. He just got brain drained, and now he's running on. He's just running on fumes, because you can't excuse the performances that United is putting
No,
up,
you
and
cannot. You
you cannot
cannot. You
excuse
cannot. You cannot. There is
you
no
cannot
excuse for that.
you cannot excuse the lack of urgency and intensity in games. I mean,
You
you
cannot,
can
man.
lose. If Porto had beaten United, say 2-0 or 2-1, but
Oh,
we had a proper
whatever the
fight
score,
in the
bro.
game, uh, we had a proper fight in the game, I would not have a problem with it, because I would be comfortable knowing that okay, there's a fight in the team. There's something that I'm looking at, and I expect for it to bear fruit at some point. But at this point, you cannot even ask those players who played today to replicate that game in an
The
amateur
star,
setting.
the star of the night was Maguire. Maguire, former skipper. Well,
How
Rasta
was he a
Stokes,
star
what
of
a
the
brother.
night? He
Good to
was
have you
not.
back. Good to have you back. He says we're very poor. We had a lead and we conceded. Maguire had to come on and save. That is true. Then Ziad says, remember that Onana save us from going to. Oh yeah, Josh. By the Onana played well today. Onana did a great
So
job.
did Diogo Costa. As in, at some point we
Uh,
would have
no,
been 4-1.
yeah, but I think we,
4-3,
we
yeah.
were not so clinical enough in the final third.
Oh,
We were not so very good. Yes, we had more shots on target than them. We had
no,
8, they had 7,
we've not been good
but
up
I
front
think we could
for a
have done
while
better.
now.
We could have done better.
I think all season
Ziad
we've not
says
been good.
worry is Ziad says worry is Ten Hag has a good record against Ten Hag. Won 3/3. Rather, won 3/4. He's played Emery worry. Is it what? He might
My Jamie
Jamie.
a
I
win.
think he says uh, okay. Uh he say then about Tuko, he says Tuko knows he ain't getting a job, though no one no yeah, a job. No one wants him. I think he's going to get a job very soon. He's going to get a job. Set piece coach. That's what we're saying, Ziad. That guy, the
No,
set
that
piece
guy is
coach,
a
is a
clown.
clown and he needs to leave. I understand
But
Ineos had one. He should leave,
Ziad,
man.
Ziad is
That
saying
was
the
the
guy
guy you say, Josh, that
that
was at
guy is
Arsenal, left for another team, then United
yeah,
got
that
him.
guy.
Man, he
No, that
should
guy
leave.
is
He's awful. We are so
that guy is
poor.
shit. Actually, I think he left Arsenal for Soton. But the guy
But
the
Ziad is
guy
saying he's doing well more than the clown. No,
no
no, no,
no
I
no
do
no.
not agree. The
How is
service
he doing
coach
well? I have not
sucks.
Ziad. I have
Maguire
not seen Ziad. I have not seen any
next.
routine. Any routine? Have you seen any routine from United when we are taking set pieces? Maybe a free kick, maybe a corner kick. There's no routine. There's just a big lad like the fridge who can just get there and head that ball in. Maybe
It's
there's
unfair for you to call Maguire fridge when he just scored you
but
a
he
last
is
minute equalizer. In
no.
fact, Nick says he should be awarded the title Sir
He's a
Harry Maguire.
yeah, he's a Man United player and he's paid for it. So I mean, I don't know why you say that he has rescued United.
Ziad
No,
insists to
no,
say the
no, no,
set
no.
piece guys. No, no, Ziad, he's not doing well. It depends. Who's it depends. I think he depends on who's taking it. Ericsson took
No,
them
that guy
today
is
and
poor.
delivered
That guy is
a
poor.
lot, a lot better.
There's no
And
routine whatsoever. The corner
Josh, I
kick,
liked how we
guys
played.
just stand in the box, and one guy who is big enough comes
I
and
like
heads
how
the
we
ball.
played after the red card, Josh. I like how we played
No, the whole way we
after the
played
red
well.
card.
The whole way we played
No,
well. It's just the
we
game
played
lacked
well.
urgency, it lacked intensity, and by the time we got the red card, what is this team? Porto. Porto was on the back
And
foot.
the
They
red
were
card was harsh.
yeah, they were trying to
Yeah,
defend. Yeah, the red card was harsh, but you would see clowns in the mainstream media of England telling you how Bruno Fernandes is the worst of captains ever for Man United. He should die. He should ABCD because he got a red card. But if
no,
you
they
look
shouldn't
close,
wish him dead.
no,
They
they
shouldn't. They
would say
shouldn't
all
either.
sorts of they would say all sorts of things. They would say that Ten Hag is so poor because he stripped off Maguire the captaincy and gave it to Bruno Fernandes. You know, they would say
They
all
should.
sorts of things, but I hope that Lady Luck is on my side, and they continue to eat their humble pie while Eric Ten Hag steadies the ship at United. But time is running out for him. Time is running out.
Time is running out for him. I agree with you 100%. Time is running out, and if he's not careful, he's going to lose it. He's going to use. He's going to lose the whole thing. I'm telling you. Uh, Ziad says Porto became weak. I mean, when I say we became good after we had 10 men on the pitch because Samu was taken off. Ah man, that guy caused us problems today. Now I understand why Chelsea were in for him. Nick says United are facing Villa, another big game. Your thoughts, Josh? Your thoughts?
Oh, I'll give you my thoughts later in the day. I don't know. I
No,
don't know
real quick,
you
real quick, real quick.
your GMT, but it will be a very tough game for us. I don't see how United comes back from
Ziad,
Villa Park with a win because of the way United is set up. I don't see a midfielder who is going to be able to stop Morgan Rogers and Amadou Onana. If Amadou Onana is fit, he limped off yesterday, but if he's fit, I don't see how Amadou Onana and Morgan Rogers will be stopped by any of our midfielders because you should know that Casemiro and Eriksen cannot be anywhere near that lineup if Fernandez is playing. That means Eriksen can only play if Fernandez is not playing, then he plays in the 10 role, which is impossible. I see Fernandez playing. I know Manuel Ugarte is not yet ready to play in the Premier League, but I would play Ugarte and Kobe Maino. They would rather run
well,
rings around.
Kobe
I, I rather they would rather run rings around a guy like Ugarte who is going to put in a tackle or like
yeah,
not
it's going
not
to hit
just let
him.
the player run through him, other than a player like Eriksen and Casemiro where you've just asked too much
Ericsson
of
is too
him.
safe. He plays too safe.
Yeah, but on the whole, I mean, if Eric Ten Hag is not stubborn enough, and he chooses to tactically approach.
His ego is going to get him. I mean, I personally am tired of the word process. He keeps like today he says we're in a process, we will improve, we have reached finals in both seasons, so just wait. Then they asked him, will you be there until the end of the season with these performances? We say we are going to keep working hard, and we are going to keep working and fighting. You see connection between the staff and the team. The spirit is there, the mentality is good, bro. uh I
You
mean,
see, yeah, but
Josh, in a minute, your final thoughts. Is it Ten Hag in or out? Yeah, I mean, I know I asked you this earlier, but
yeah,
you're
but
still okay. You're still confident he's the right man.
I've told you my summation of the whole my
Yeah,
summation
I
of the
had that.
whole situation is that if Eric Ten Hag continues to not show me why he should keep his job, then Ineos should act. But I don't think that Ineos is going to act and fire Eric Ten Hag, yeah, midway through the season at five, not even midway, 5 games into the season. I just don't see that happening. Even if they lost a game against Aston Villa, I do not see that happening. They would rather
Okay.
they would rather have sacked him when there are 3 games than wait when there are 5. You know, so I think they will give him a season. Then after the season, yeah, they can let
Probably
go of
sack
him,
him
or
if he
January.
doesn't improve. If he doesn't improve, yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't
Thank you once
improve.
again,
But for
Josh.
me, I
Thank you
know,
so
I know.
much.
You see,
Mm,
like what I was saying is, I know that Eric Ten Hag is a very good coach. He's a very good tactician.
I like
He's
him
just
too, but
he's just
I don't
too
understand it.
stubborn. He's just too stubborn that he has failed to shut up shop and just play um, a few games to give the team some results so we can have some confidence, and then maybe resort back to the way that he wants his teams to play. But I mean, whatever he's trying to do and the way he's setting up the teams is so poor that every fan is now looking at it like, oh my God,
I
this
agree.
again, this again, this again. And it cannot be happening every week.
No, it can't be
The
happening
players,
week in, week out.
so
Same mistakes, the same mistakes.
now
It
the
can't be
players
happening.
now the players have started to look like they're fed up. They've started to look like they're tired of it,
And when it
because
comes to
for
that,
me, the way we played today, that there is no verve in what we are trying to do. Yes, I know Casemiro and Eriksen were in the midfield, but they're just too poor, just too poor.
that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whoever was streaming, shout outs to you, Ziyad, brother. Shout outs to you, Nick. Shout outs to you, where's our brother? Rasta Stocks, Rasta Wagwan, Wagwan. Everyone in the comment section. Uh, yeah, that was FC Porto versus Manchester United review. 3-3. Maguire coming on the rescue with the last minute equalizer. Uh, and that's it, guys. Sports Jazz, Isaac, Josh, subscribe, hit the like button, turn on the notifications, share and preach the Sports Jazz gospel, the Sports Jazz gospel. We love you all. We're signing out. Cheers, brother. And whoever's
Cheers.
watching.